What's going on, everyone? So as you know, the new tag team characters gameplay has been released. It looks pretty awesome. It looks really cool. I'm a big fan of Yama's special, and I'm also a big fan of Shuei's strong attacks. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and review them. I'm gonna go ahead and try to see whether or not it's worth the summon. Not just character-wise, but also if they'll be useful to you and what exactly they'll be useful to you in. And take almost everything into consideration, from the actual characters to the time of the year that we're in, because we're heading into May and good things are coming. So without further ado, let's take a look at this. I'm showing first the Yama one. As you can see, he's ranged, his specials, burn on everything. Shuei was the next one to show up. I will go over these again, so don't worry if I skipped over the Yama footage. Shuei's special compared to Yama's is kind of lame, I'm not gonna lie. But you can see here, and you saw this in Yama's too, that strong attack that Shuei just used is kind of like White Zangetsu's strong attack 3, where it gets all the enemies, it's like vortexes them to one place, and then hits him with a final strong attack. Yama has that too. I believe that's Yama's strong attack too. It's a similar kind of thing. It's like a little vortex and then a hit. I really like that that version of a strong attack. But Izuru here, I really like Izuru's special. I think Izuru's special is my second favorite after Yama's. It's just really creative, using the Hyaporankan with his power. His strong attacks don't do anything for me. His strong attack 3, okay, it's mostly full screen. Strong attack 2, it doesn't seem like it has, I don't know, that much of an impact. And his strong attack 1 is kind of lame, not gonna lie. Visually it looks cool, but it's just, I don't know, it feels like it doesn't hit that much. Okay, so let's get to it now. Yama is probably the best one out of the three. He does have burning on everything, he's ranged, he doesn't have the killers I thought he would have. I honestly thought he would have had a Espada or Captain Killer. I'm glad that he doesn't. I'm glad that he has a Soul Reaper and Hollow Killer. This will make him really good in things like Inheritance Zone and things like Droplet Zone, and even the guild quests, because sometimes we get 2 different kinds of enemies, and that would make him good in that. He's also ranged, which is nice. Strong attacks have really good range as well. And he's got a charge move, which is actually really nice, especially for the guild quests. And his strong attack 2 vortex kind of move is also really useful in that matter. Shuei is not gonna be great for the guild quests. For the other things, he will be. He's ranged, and in a really cool way too, because he's ranged and still connected to all of his attacks. His strong attack 3 has a really good reach, and like I said, it's got a vortex move. And his strong attack, his strong attack 2 is a crawling vortex, which I really like, and theoretically should make him good for the guild quest. But seeing as he's a strong attack normal attack character, it's probably not going to be the case, which is a shame. But yeah, his you know, it's still gonna be a cool character to have. Izuru has a Soul Reaper and a Rancor Killer, I believe, that makes him really good in Droplet Zones and Inheritance Zones. I don't think he's gonna be that good in Guild Quest. I think it's possible. His range is pretty good on all of his attacks. I don't think he's gonna be that good in Guild Quest. I really don't. His range might be pretty good, but it's kind of fast, and you want something lasting a little longer. And plus he's got damage reduction, which is nice, but for guild quest not that useful. And he's got a lower SP than Yama. Now taking a closer look at this banner, you can see all these characters' abilities, all these characters' stats, and they're pretty good. High stats, not the highest in the game, but you know, it's to be expected for kind of a filler banner. Speaking of which, the fillers in this banner are not great. I think the only good one might actually be, let me take a look, but I think the only good one might actually be Retsu. Yeah, no, never mind. Retsu and Jushiro. So there are some other ones there that could be good, but you know, it's, for the most part, it's not great. Whether or not you should summon in this banner, ultimately, obviously, it's up to you, whether you like these characters, whether you like their abilities and what they can do. I would say it's worth it for Yama. And not because it's Yama, not because it's like, oh, you like Yama, so you're biased. No, shut up. The reason it's worth it for Yama is because he is gonna be good in all three things that matter. I don't think he's gonna be that great in PvP. Maybe if you can figure out some sort of damage reduction thing, but you know, historically the strong attack charge moves aren't great for PvP, seeing as you can't charge them. But for guild quests, he's gonna be great. For inheritance zones and droplet zones, he's gonna be great. So it's actually a good one to get. Same thing with Izuru. He may not be flashy like Yama. His strong attacks do look cool, but it doesn't look that interesting. His Link is good, but strong attack characters or characters with frenzy that have a damage reduction link don't really get used often. For example, Mayuri is good, but doesn't really get used because of that reason, you know. But he is still a great character to have, or the great character to have in Guild Quest and well, not really in Guild Quest, in Droplet Zone and Inheritance Zones. The reason why this banner is so important is because these characters have double killers, and that makes Shuhei the least wanted out of the three, which is a shame because his attacks are really cool looking. I think I like his attack the best, honestly. His strong attack's the best, but he's probably the least useful out of the three, just because his killer, one of his killers is an Espada killer or a Captain killer, and that's really not good. It might be good in PvP, but as for whether it's good in like PvE, one of his killers is, the other one is not. So it is a good character still, because he still has that one killer going for him, but the other killer is kind of a waste. That's it. It's still a great character, but the other ones are just better in my opinion. So yeah, I'd say it is worth the summon. If you're just going for characters that are useful to the game and are going to be useful to you as a player, then yes, it is a banner worth summoning. And even the filler are kind of worth getting, just because, well, some of them are. Yeah, Retsu has a Narankar and a Soul Reaper killer. That's really useful for, that's the two best killers to have, so it's probably going to be really useful in Droplet Zone and Inheritance Zone. Same thing with Rangiku. She has a Soul Rankar killer and a Hollow killer, also really good in that situation. Doesn't have Frenzy, a little bit lower stats, but whenever the killer is multiplied by 5, it kind of comes in handy if you don't have anything else. As for the rest of that filler banner, I think maybe the only... Nope, I think that's it. I think those are the only ones. Everybody else is either a Captain or a Soul Reaper or an Espada killer, and that's not great to have. But the actual characters coming out are really good, especially that Yama. I can't say that enough. But if it comes down to you're just summoning because you like the characters, then I wouldn't summon. Because not that these characters aren't cool, aren't great, because I like Shuei, I like Yama, I like Yuzuru. But you gotta remember, it's May, or we're going into May. We still have the Parasol summons that are coming, so that's a seasonal banner, which I know a lot of people like seasonal banners more, so keep that in mind. There's a chance we're gonna get another tag team banner, maybe next month, who knows, because that's the way they've been doing it. There's a good chance we're gonna get next month the new movie banner, which Rukia is in it, so you know, gotta look into that. We also have, it's May, so again, keep that in mind. July is when they do the step-ups. So we got May, we got June to prepare, and July, because it's going to be at the end of July. So 3 months to prepare for step-ups. So if you want to start saving, you better start saving now. Next, we also have the swimsuit banner, which, remember, last year they dropped the swimsuit banner, everybody went crazy, and then they're like, okay, now we have step-ups. So you gotta save for both of these, because if you save for step-ups and then swimsuit comes around and you're just gonna, you know, bypass that. Step-ups is likely gonna include the last 4 of the 1000-Year Blood War characters, or at least the last 4 we've been told we were gonna get. So obviously people are gonna save for that. The swimsuit banner is obviously gonna be a huge trap, which I will fall for. And I know a lot of other people will too, but that's all the more reason why you want to start saving up orbs now. I know it's 3 months, but the swimsuit banner is probably going to be the end of the month in June, so that really only leaves you about 2 months for that. You got the Parasol banner, which it's kind of looking like they're not going to do it. Last year they did it in April. This year it might be the mid-month. it might be the mid-month, we don't know. And the end of the month might be the movie banner, and then the swimsuit banner at the end of that one. So it's going to be a whole thing. So in the grand scheme of things, if you want these characters for who they are, if these are your favorite characters, yes, some obviously because they're your favorite characters. If you want usability, then the Parasol summons are probably not going to be all that useful in the long run. Think of all the seasonal banners we've had before. The only ones that really hold up are kind of there's kind of a little bit. I'm not going to go through all of them. There are some that hold up, but most of them are kind of, you know, skippable. And so you got to keep all this in mind. The swimsuit banner last year, they were all usable. They're all still usable. This time around, I don't know how much that will be the case. But you got to keep in mind all these things are coming, and they're coming soon. So with that said, these characters are still great. They're still fantastic characters, but you got to take everything into consideration because we are getting a lot of orbs, and you know, if you don't have any of the filler banners, then any of the characters in the filler banner, then maybe this is worth it because you can get some of those, get some of your orbs back. But just take everything into consideration and use your orbs wisely. That said, that has been my analysis for this summon. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be trying to make a top 10 video now. So yeah, take care.